Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us today. How are y'all doing today?
Yeah, welcome in, welcome in.
We're bringing out the good old 40K collab as our first game of the day. Good old Tier 8, and it's actually a Tier 8 match, which is always nice.
Yeah, I feel like Tier 8's kind of gotten a little bit better since the introduction of super ships. A little bit more sheltered from the
I suppose that makes sense.
The angry T10 and T11 ships.
Yeah. I do love myself the Bremen Gold, so this being out right now has been scratching that itch on a little bit lower tier. I do wish it had a spotter
Bremen
aircraft, though. I'm missing that. The, whatchamacallit, I do feel bad for anybody who was here early and made the quacking bet on who's going to get the first Citadel. I don't think my chances of Citadeling with 150 millimeters is too high, but we will see.
I mean, in this match, there's the Yarsveld, the Edinburgh, even
True. I mean, Edinburgh, I could see happening.
Yeah, Arsveld and Edinburgh are pretty Citadelable by your size of guns. Just they need to present you with the opportunity.
And we're going for first Citadel. It's not the most Citadels.
First Citadel.
First Citadels it is. I'm gonna get the.
Now our carrier has not launched planes, which means we just don't have spotting.
I want to get my chat popped up, but we'll wait until it's on. Yeah, cool. To Z. Boom. Let's go to chat pop out.
Do I run my spotter for this shot? That's always the question.
There we go. Now I can read all the beautiful people in chat. Hi, people in chat.
Oh, they're back and Zath. Good to see you guys.
Ooh, there's a Bismarck I can set on fire. Don't mind if I do. Ooh, I am spotted. Looks like we got a
destroyer or
probably
a
the destroyer
B.
in B, I would assume.
Yeah, your counterpart there in the mines.
Yep.
For those still unaware, the Cost of Dorn is just a copy of the mines.
But it looks cooler.
It does look a lot cooler.
I think, unfortunately, he turned out.
We are doing well. When Yari, the wrong CM is on stream, guys.
But there is the man who knows behind the scenes. The one who controls everything. The man with the finger on the pulse of society. The one, the only, the gizmo. -1 millimeter armor belt. That's pretty funny.
We're just taking random stats away from it every time it's mentioned.
I don't know if those will hit, but maybe.
Eventually, Yari will be released, but it will have no armor, no torpedoes.
And possibly no guns.
It will be a rowboat.
Cool rowboat. Oop, there's the mains.
And the mines in the way of some torps.
He is. He's being a little bit audacious.
That's a tier 10 carrier.
I know, but he does have a fighter, to be fair. We got some good hits off. I would love a fire before he... Hey, there's a fire. Sometimes it gives it to you, you know?
Just gotta ask.
Just gotta ask nicely. Alright, there's a Veneto coming through.
Also, switching from Yari,
please?
We now have a band in chat asking for Snarf to play Cleveland.
Cleveland. Unfortunately, I don't have a Cleveland.
But you do have the credit.
It is quite...
I don't have enough
It is
credits.
quite easy to acquire.
I don't have enough credits. As soon as I spend those credits, I won't have them. That's an issue.
Oh, I shot at the
People
Bismarck.
trying to get me to spend all my money. It's my money. I earned it. Nobody wants to see Cleveland. Maybe with... I can't share that yet. But
Is
soon.
he blue powder the PC? No.
Ooh, there's a fire. I'm just going farming. Should I shoot AP at this angle is my question.
I would give it a shot.
No pun intended. He's turning out too much now. Let's see if we can get another fire. There's another fire. All right, we're getting all sorts of fires. He should be DCP'd, I would assume. Let's find out. Something's shooting me. Oop, there's a DD in Death Zone. Let's give him a warm
he's real
regard.
close.
Missed my first salvo because I'm so good at this game. There it is. There it is. Hi, buddy. How's it going? I hope you're having a terrible day.
I'll give him a shot too.
No, don't you dare take it. It's mine. Oh, it's mine's. It's
No, I
mines.
got overpens. The Lexington takes it.
Oh, no. Oh, humanity. God, I'm getting beat up by my counterpart. Don't love this very much. 6 seconds till I go dark. Looks like he thought I was going to continue to back up. Holy torpedoes, Batman. I did have a hydro to prevent this, but I don't think I am going to escape my death there, sadly. Boo. No citadels. 3 fires,
I'll
though.
see if I can avenge you, but I am still also citadel-less.
That was rather sad. I'm disappointed. Did Snarf blue power the PC again? No, not yet. Gotta wait for the anniversary.
Not yet. Really
Tunnel
slow
vision
it
kills.
down.
It does. It really does. And I had freaking hydro and I didn't run it because I'm dumb. So what would Snarf use those 30 million credits? I did get those 30 million credits, and my goal is to get to 1 billion credits because, you know, what's better than 1 million? 1 billion. Buy upgrades and go into credit debt. Gizmo, I see you. I mean, yeah. I have to be the balancing factor for Gizmo. He got the 30 million credits and spent them all within probably about 5 minutes.
Goodbye, Veneto.
I started this morning with 337 credits to my name.
He went
No,
up
I
to
did not
30
misdigit.
million.
No. That was after the 30 million. I spent all of them and ended up with 337 to my name.
Shame. Shame, shame, shame.
That way, there's a classic. Get hit by a torpedo, immediately pop Hydra.
Hey, it's the response. If you do it quick enough, I hear it negates all torpedo damage. It's like spamming 9. Favorite collab in game? Star Trek by a surprisingly large margin.
Any Weavery only 30.
Wow,
I'm surprised.
I know Gizmo is crying inside seeing Warhammer 40k in dead last. That is surprising.
I did see some people in chat saying that Star Trek got their vote because it had its own event rather than just...
The event
skins
was
or
cool.
thing.
Yeah. 40k event would be pretty badass. So say we all.
What happens if neither of us gets the Citadel? Because that's a very, very real possibility.
I think we refund all the bets. Or we choose one random user in chat and give them all the Quackens. Do a Lego collab. That would be interesting. Only if the torpedoes are actually just like those long Lego blocks.
That'd be cool.
None is an optional condition.
Okay. I mean, that is a long shot and a half on the yard zone. Yeah, I think it's fast.
Oh. Salmon is trying to get his torps in.
Don't think he's gonna live until my next salvo.
Possible. The torps missed. Thunk. The fire. Is that you or the Nottingham?
I am not. I'm firing way across the map.
Yeah. Doesn't look like he's doing much as far as changing his direction. Yep, there she blows, I think. Oh my gosh, he's surviving. Not for very long though. I did get an assist in destruction. That's nice.
Those mid-tier cruiser heals.
It's a heck of a drug.
I mean, mine is definitely like one of the big winners, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've been playing a lot of ranked. I think I just got up to 5 today. But both the mines and the Shigure in particular have been a lot of fun to play in ranked. Probably play a Shigure game coming up here. It is just so satisfying when you get in the right position that you can use your exhaust smoke.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
just surprise, you have a whole broadside worth of torpedoes.
Maybe you get a Citadel here. Maybe.
Oh, looks like there is
Maybe?
a
Nope.
submarine. I think that was like over in E4-ish. Oh, but how have you guys been enjoying this patch? Are you excited for what? We're coming up to 15.6 now.
Yeah,
Is that correct?
it is coming
just around the corner.
Right around the corner. Oh, this could be it. Will Colossus give me?
How likely we are to see a brawl?
15-5.
It's 2v2 pain and suffering. We will absolutely play a brawler too.
Still no sits. I'm struggling here.
Hey, you don't have big guns. I understand. That is a lot of torpedoes.
It's Lo Yang, I assume. Yeah.
You somehow managed to outrun all of them.
Absolutely, does all skill, by the way. I definitely didn't just travel in a straight line.
Total skill. I mean, no one expects a straight line. Ooh, Magi. Oh, he's dead before it hits. Would they have been citadels? Is the question.
No, I don't think so.
No,
Not quite
so.
Not quite a good angle.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the dispersion on those guns isn't the most incredible I've ever seen. Aha, there's a submarine.
Not quite in range to depth charge him, unfortunately. And my guns were not loaded.
So you've been having success with the Italian submarines, basically doing some anti-sub warfare.
Yeah,
it sounded
I
like.
think they have fun tools to do so. You just kind of like walk at enemy subs. Once you have your submarine surveillance up, force them up onto the surface to fight you.
And just either
And you
try
just
to kill
shoot
them or trade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're definitely a little bit of a tricky boat. They're really slow, so it's just kind of like, especially if you're in an offensive position, it's hard to chase ships that are running away, because you run around at like 27-ish, 28 knots. A lot of ships are faster than you, so. And with only 9.5 kilometer torps.
Ooh, Salmon is doing his thing. I think this North Carolina might be in trouble. Yeah, I think those torps are looking pretty darn good.
There's my sit. There's my sit. There's my sit. There's my sit.
Oh, stolen. Jeez.
I had to do it for the chat.
Yeah.
I had to do it for
there
chat.
It is. Colossus. For a tier 8 carrier, Colossus is pretty.
I mean, she's
Aesthetically
received
pleasing
a nerf
carrier.
or two.
Yeah.
But on launch, Colossus is possibly the most broken carrier.
Really?
I think at launch
Was this
it really
the one
was.
that had the you could launch the
Yeah,
the
no, like
rockets
the AP
from
rocket strike that was
across
like
the map? Yeah.
nuclear bomb, nuclear bomb AP rockets.
Well, it looks like we won this one fairly handily. I don't think I necessarily contributed to that victory, but let's pretend I did.
I made the journey around the world. All right, guns.
Devs in the test server, if someone got lots of loot boxes, premium assists, and the special selection missions, do they get those ships
there's
on their
another
main
set.
account
Yeah.
after the real game updates? Tier 2 to 4 ships. Are you talking about just like opening loot boxes in the test server? No, that does not transfer
Yeah,
over to your
public
account.
test generally does not, like any progress does not translate to real world server stuff. There are like some missions that you can complete that will get you rewards on live server, but generally PTS is divorced.
And usually
on
those
live
are pretty extensive too. It's a thank you to the testers who are actually putting in the work to help provide data for balance and that types of things. They do get some in-game rewards, but like the loot boxes and that type of thing that happen on the test server, it's like Fight Club. It stays there.
Yeah.
All right, well, it was a good game. Not quite the bottom, thankfully, but not my proudest work. Let's jump back into something new. Got a 3. My classic backwards E. Which tier should we jump into now?
Let's see.
Oh, we will, yeah. I do kind of want to set some fires with Prince of Wales, not going to lie.
Prince of Wales, tier 8, sticking around.
Can we both do Prince of Wales and see who does more fire
I
damage?
was going to play Shimanto because I'm on that line.
Okay, fair.
It is also a fire setter, so...
We'll see. Let's see how much fire damage we can get. Shimanato.
Yep.
Speaking to yes, are you guys not doing the Grand Journey this year for the free tier 8? Was the Grand Journey the PT reward for doing all 4 seasons? Have we announced
I think so.
what the goal is for that? I'd have to do some research and see what the plan is for like rewarding the PT testers. It is slipped my mind off the top of my bat. A good question.
All right. Got into this is a decent little match for fire setting. Got 4
Summer
power
tokens. When will they become available? My birthday coupon is soon. You'll have to wait and find out. We're getting close. My first game in Prince of Wales, I had like 180k. Yeah, it is kind of disgusting how much damage you can do with these fires. I'm going to try to do the strategy of single fire farming. So just get in a position where I can get as many targets as possible, set one fire, and then switch targets. We'll see if I'm able to be successful in that manner. Probably going to head out towards the 9-ish line.
Yeah, I'll split with you. I'll head out towards kind of like the 3-4. Main reason for that is I have a Cossack and a Foka ahead of me.
Nice.
Should be able to keep stuff spotted.
I should have checked my captain. I do enjoy Furious on this ship because of that super heal. And just be able to get as
heavy
much
repair team. Not quite the super heal that the other British ships
sure,
get,
yeah.
but the like the slow acting, very long duration heal.
Yeah, I mean, it seems super to me. I don't know. Does a lot.
It is reasonably super.
Yes. Honey, where is my super heal? Get Witherer as fast as possible. Who will get Witherer first?
I ran a really short Discord poll to see which to ask which line I should grind, and it ended up being the Adalbert and the Yodo line tied. So I'm grinding both right now.
Also, just to point out to
Santiago.
our YouTube viewers, first of all, welcome, and second of all, yes, I can see your chat.
Yes, welcome in, welcome in.
Thanks for coming by. I will let everybody know who is joining us from a different platform. One, we love you, and please enjoy hanging out and watching wherever you're most comfortable. But if you do want to get free goodies in the game, we do have Twitch drop campaigns set up. So if you do not have a Twitch account and you want to make one and link your Wargaming account, you do get lots of goodies for joining us on the official Twitch channel.
Also, another update, in terms of who will set the most fires, currently zuiKatsu is leading, but second place is me in real life.
Okay.
Third place is Snarf with 0.
I'm having a nice little sail around the islands over here. I don't see a ton of great targets on this side, if I'm going to be perfectly honest, though. I kind of wish I could see that Colorado and King George. We got a San Diego, we got a Salmon. There is a Warspite hanging out, and there isn't a Knighton. I can work with that. Give me a fire, please. How many fires you had, Zui?
2.
2? Crap. All right, I'm at 1. I would like to switch targets to somebody else.
A wild Evan appears in chat.
Prince of Wales is a much better fire. Is a crazy fire starter. I don't know about this one, guys.
I mean, I think we're doing for fire damage, or are we doing just the total number of fires? Total number, okay. This Knighton is being the bravest little boy that ever was. Holy damage, Batman. That didn't feel great. I guess he's paying off. $13 hits, only 1 fire thus far. Still only 1 fire.
Yeah,
Wild.
I'm at like 40 with 2.
Oh, there's a San Diego.
Oh, there we go. There's my 3rd fire.
Alright, it's a Citadel with HE. I'll take that.
Always love to see it.
Yeah, and that was a fire too, technically. Actually, no, it wasn't. It was an Inkpap, sadly.
The same yellow ribbon. It's kind of the same thing.
Same. It's fiery looking.
Oh, I might have reversed too hard. Yep.
Wow, those Citadel damage is brutal. All my heals are unaffected. I am limited to 26k health now. Wow, that Warspite is out there. Might be able to get back around to this Aniton. I would love to know where this submarine is. Salmon, if you could pop that sub-surveillance, that would be very handy.
Found a very, very, very bold Farragut. I'm not sure what
Remove the shotgunning nerf.
I'm not sure what the plan was here.
You could get a lot of experience if that was the case, I believe. Hello, I have a question. I remember that the first World Cup, they had a system where you could predict the results of the qualifier and prizes. I did just see I was getting a combat mission for, I think it was like something versus Portugal. Colombia versus Portugal or something like that. There's the Warspite. Let's see if we can get some fires here.
Yeah, unfortunately, the poll slots on Twitch are like capped at 5, I think, right?
It is impossible to set fires with this thing, apparently.
I've turned the KGV into a bit of a toaster.
I do love the fast spotting plane on this, this bad boy.
I wish I had a spotter on this ship.
Favorite consumables. Nice. I got a hey, got a fire with the depth charge. That counts.
That works. That works. It's a ribbon.
It technically is the same. This Warspite is just being impossible to hit. I'd love to know where this Aniton is.
It's KGV, not KGB.
Ow!
Ooh,
I guess
goodbye.
I did not want to know what the Aniton was. Well, we're at 3 fires. Maybe I get lucky with another set here with this depth charge. Service says no. Somebody else snagged it. Only 56k. Rather disappointing, to be honest.
Oh, that was quite low on that shot. I suppose I can turn my attention to actually killing a ship and not just setting fires.
I mean, that is the goal. If we set enough fires, we will win.
This viewing out here is way out there. I don't think I'm going to go chase him.
So far, looking pretty good. We will technically, actually, fairly neck and neck.
It's pretty close.
Yeah.
It's pretty close.
Question for Evan. Whose idea was it to drop those watt heat rewards? That amount is going to wreck the noob economy. I don't know if that's actually accurate. It's a tier 4, a tier 5, and we will kind of share that with everybody in chat here in a second. I mean, I think it's a great little reward. A nice little bonus. I mean, if you're anything like Gizmo, you can spend that in a matter of about 5 minutes.
Right. That looks like it's a sticky fire, so this Colorado shouldn't be long for this world.
Greek fire. Yeah, no, he is. That Foca is actually doing exactly what Foca should be doing. Good job.
Nice. Your general offensive.
Generally offensive, and you killed him with a fire. I think that is boding well for your score.
Yep.
That Aniton really ruined my day.
And we gotta defend our cap, unfortunately.
True. I want to see what's going on with this Aniton Fubuki battle over here. I wish to have vengeance. Vengeance for Suji. Well, he is in the smoke. You got Torps on target. don't think they're going to hit, sadly. But he is visible. Oh boy, you guys got some shots on target. He has DCP'd.
Yep. Oh, he's firing at me. Switch targets right in the blink of an eye. That Kiberpenkov AP is pretty scary. Improved bounce angles.
Well, good reset on the decapping, though. Looks like we have two uncontestable caps going on right now, so it's looking well. Guys.
Not too worried about the cap situation.
And Iton has put himself in timeout.
Oh, he did need to sneak a shell over the aisle to hit me, though.
Oh,
not realize he could-
those torps are looking pretty good, actually. At least one of them. Yeah, there's no way he backs up from that. That'll do. That'll do. Well done, guys. I think that's going to be all she wrote.
Yep.
Solid little game. How many fires did you have total?
11 and counting.
Wow. Okay. Well, it was close. Really close.
But yeah, I've been having a really good results in this line. It fits my playstyle. Like I'm used to playing the Hindenburg. You run around at long range and you set fires. Doesn't really get much more simple than that.
I have been enjoying the HE spamming gameplay as of late.
It is quite relaxing.
When is the patch day video out, Snarf? I believe it usually comes out the Monday of patch week. But I think that's at the discretion of the video team. So soon. .tm. I've been watching the what was called the edits of it. It's always a little painful watching myself in front of camera. So I appreciate everybody who suffers through them. There was a few tongue twisters in there. If you guys saw the amount of bloopers that actually takes to make one of those videos, I feel so bad for the editing team that has to like dig through how many takes to get a fully rendered video of like the, I don't know. They're decently long. What, like 7-10 minutes?
Yeah, really well played to the United actually. Wow. That was
Yeah, he was
a lot of
murdering.
basic XP on that.
Yeah,
loss.
he was murdering people on that flank, even though he put himself in timeout. Nicely done. Top in the team for you.
Yeah, lighting some fires, making some XP.
I had a total of 3 fires. How much fire damage did you do?
Let's see.
I only did 18k. It looks like fire-wise.
34k.
It's close, real close. Nicely done. All right. What tier now? Actually, wait. Before we do that, let me. Speaking of fire and heat, they haven't asked us to do this, but I do want to give a shout out because we are doing a really cool collaborations, and I love the opportunity to help out all of you guys and the World of Warships community. So they're doing a really cool promo right now with our newest wargaming game, which is World of Tanks Heat. So if you like those kind of hero combat style types of games, but you love more of the strategic, obviously vehicle combat, which we know and love so well, it's kind of a blend of those two. So if more, imagine World of Tanks, but more fast-paced action that you have commanders that have abilities and alts and that type of thing. A much faster-paced kind of gameplay.
Yeah, definitely. It's really easy to get into. Like I've never played World of Tanks before, so like I don't know if that's like a controversial thing. I've literally never played World of Tanks. I popped open Heat. I played a few games. It just kind of makes sense. Yeah.
Just to give you all the rundown on what you get just for logging into Heat.
Stealing my thunder.
Oh, do you have it up?
Well, I don't have it up, but go ahead.
You get
The voice from
3
beyond.
super containers, 30 million credits, 300,000 free XP, 700,000 commander XP, the Tier 5 battleship Texas, and the Tier 4 tech tree battleship Miyogi, with all its modules unlocked. And then for every 3 battles, you get a tactical special container, which contains a day of premium.
Exactly. So it's a lot of goodies, to say the least. So, and all you have to do is really just log in and that's simple as it.
You have to launch.
Launch the
client,
game.
yeah.
Launch the game. Get in there. It'll take you right into a tutorial, so you can actually just like see what it is. Gives you a pretty good rundown of what the gameplay is going to be like. See if you like it, and it's free. It's completely free, and you get a ton of goodies in game. So highly recommend going to check it out. Help out our fellow brothers on the Heat side of things. I know they'd love to see your thoughts and get your feedback on their side of things, and really appreciate the help they're giving to our community with the nice little giveaway. So anyway, that plug over. Let's jump back into a game here. What do you want to play?
We've done 2 tier 8s now.
True.
As much as I love playing tier 8, I think I'm literally on the knees back on the other line too. Yeah, so it would be more tier 8 for me if I wanted to continue grinding.
Well,
but
let's go to tier 10.
Sure,
let's
sure.
do some high octane gameplay.
Let's see.
Speaking of, you know what? I'm gonna bring out my Aki Gold.
Oh, you're
with
playing
my
Mouse?
Kitsune.
Okay.
I don't think I want to run my red boosters. I'm only down to 6 of those, but I'll pop on some blues.
Actually, you know what? I'll just play the Vermont, whatever. We double up the battleships.
All right, let's do it. Ooh, the Vermungus Among Us. Thought it was patch day today? No, but we do have a very cool devblog for all of you all in
we
store.
do have a devlog to show off.
We got a lot of devlogs in the pipeline.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of wild. If you go over to Discord, you might
of
see
news coming in.
a bunch of devlog coming soon. So we got some exciting news to share. We are going to be sharing the new ships devblog. And the little teaser we shared is like, if you like quad cannons, I won't tell you what type of ship. There's a ship with quad cannons, and then there's a ship with a brand new mechanic, which is pretty exciting. So we're going to be sharing all that here in about 30 minutes.
Yeah,
give or
about
take.
half an hour. There is unfortunately not a carrier
USS
among
Nautilus.
among the ships
Ardent,
that we are revealing.
Maybe. You got to stick around to find out. If it is a USS Nautilus, it's got to be the freaking League of Extraordinary Gentlemen's version of it. Or at least a skin with that. That is a beautiful looking submarine ship.
Yeah, well, also, I think we'll be finishing off the Pan American destroyer line. That's my teaser for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So we've revealed the vast majority of the upcoming tech tree, the Pan American destroyers. We have the rest of them to show off. I believe it's just the low tier ones, along with a bunch of premiums.
All right. I think I kind of just want to hang out around here. I don't think I need to go too crazy. So the Aki, for those who don't know, is almost the same DPM as a normal Yamato.
I think she's like 80% of the DPM of Yamato.
It's pretty darn close.
It's
I mean,
close.
with the accuracy improvement, I
Yeah.
think it's about darn similar. Plus, you get these bombers, which again are probably not the most popular feature of any ship.
At least when you're
but
on the receiving
boy,
end of them.
they can make you have a bad day. So what is the prediction for this bad boy? Ooh, speaking of, I got my big brother over here. Let's see if we can get him a nice little welcoming gift from across the map.
Prediction for this match is just straight up who will have more damage.
It'll be a tough one. That's a difficult prediction to make.
All right, here we go. I have the potential of doing some pretty good damage here. Is this going to land is the question.
Oh,
From downtown?
just overshot
Third
on
says
the Marseille.
no. Tragically. Ooh, Republique. The sniper. He's coming after me. I think I'm fairly well angled, though. Looks like he is going to try to set me on fire and fail. Ooh, a Shimakaze. That's a good target for my my bombers.
Oh my god, our Halan just got whacked by this Marseille.
I don't think those are going to hit, but we're going to try. Just in case he's going slow. Sneak it right over the edge of this mountain here. Ooh, I think we might actually be in luck. Ricochet and a torpedo hit. Cry every time.
Both spotters down
Montana.
on our side. Unfortunate.
It's a little bit far out there. Ooh, a Minotaur.
That's a big target.
That is a good target. Oh, and he's just walking forward. I think he... I'm a little scared to put my planes in his range, but we'll give it a go nonetheless. Minotaur does have some pretty nasty AA.
Why do I feel like this Yamato is slowing down?
Go, line it up. It's looking pretty good. And we got no damage. What the heck? I saw those hit. Vermont is hanging out way back there. I might be able to get a citadel there. How did that do no damage? I literally saw it go through the ship. That's silly.
This game is not looking good, friends. We've lost like all of our little ships.
We got the big ships, and that's what matters. Bigger ship win game, right?
Theoretically.
I just don't have any good angles, really. There's that Vermont creeping forward. Do I overpin the Vermont anywhere is the question.
You overmatch his
Overmatch,
bow, but just like a little section of it.
All right.
Oh, goodbye, Marseille.
Finally got damage on the board. Only took me 5 minutes. And there's a whopping 2,000 damage.
Got the first kill for our team, at least.
I'm proud of you.
The rest of the game is not looking too hot, but at least we got a kill.
Alright, let's see if we can get the Shimakaze. I don't really want to switch off of AP. 3,000 damage should be enough even if we hit him with our AP. Okay, good. Don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, and I'm underleading every single shot. We're just not used to like how slightly slow Vermont shells are.
Right, this Minotaur would be a fantastic target. He's coming around the corner.
Oh, that could be bad. Honestly, could have been worse. Could have been worse.
All of those somehow missed again. This Minotaur is magical in their ability to dodge everything. Alright, we should be able to get some good damage on this Vermont, though, I believe.
So, like, the Vermont shells, they're not actually that slow. Like, they just kind of, like, look like it. They have a strange arc. They have a lot of drag, but as far as I know, the shell, like, flight time is not fantastically low.
And 11k damage. Oof. Got hit by some torps there. We're going to hopefully kill that Minotaur. Don't love where these torps are coming from.
I think I just fed this to reef up his witherer.
This submarine is ruining my day. All I need is one of those to hit. And yet, I cannot. Oh, there's a citadel. Punch some damage into this Vermont. Getting farmed down by the Minotaur, which is never great. Getting killed in every direction. Not having a good day over here. Not my finest work, I must admit. Are you ready for some World Cup football? I do enjoy watching the World Cup. Oh, wow, the World Cup. The World Cup. It is probably the only football game I watch throughout the year, though, so I don't really know how much work got into people getting there. Sports ball is definitely not my cup of tea. I did track and field for 13 years of my life, and that was about as much into athletics as I ever got. Soccer, not football. I don't know. I think there's a lot of people that argue that point. What do they say in Canada? Is it soccer or football?
It's soccer.
It is soccer. Okay.
I don't think we call it football.
So the last bastion of soccer is the northern hemisphere of the American continent.
Barely living. Barely living.
Pretty good. Woo! That was a nice little white bar.
Yeah, 37K.
You're living? No, I had
Just
to say
barely.
it. I had to say it. I'm sorry.
Just barely. Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Horseback like traditional sports. True. How many polo fans do we have in the in chat? Oh boy. Well, you got top of the team at least.
Yeah.
All right, can I actually have like a good game with something? That would be
Vermont
wonderful.
is such just like every time you fire, you do like 10,000 damage. So as long as you're like slamming shells.
I don't know what I would want to play.
Yeah, I've heard there's some logistics issues for the World Cup for sure.
All right, Hawaii G or Bremen. Take it back to the holiday last year. Cleveland. I don't have Cleveland. Look, it's not unlocked. USA. Can't do it. I could get the Phoenix. I have St. Louis unlocked. Play some St. Louis actions. Basically the same boat, right? Devblog, no. We have about 15 minutes. We're going to play one more game, and then we will start showing off the new ship, Devblog. We usually try to wait at least about halfway is when we hit peak viewership, so everybody getting off work has a chance to see all the news. We appreciate everybody coming to get the sneak peek before we reveal it. Or Minotaur. I could play a Minotaur. I do like Minotaur.
I got kind of demolished by that Yamato, so I'm gonna play mine.
Yamato, why not? I'm going to go...
Chat called Snarf a dork because he
A
didn't buy
dork.
Cleveland.
I am a dork. That is fair. I am a dork, a geek, a nerd, all of above. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Hawaii. We're gonna go Hawaii. Couple of goldens in a row. Logistics issue, rather interesting to play. Say travel plans were worked by these shortlists. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of like drama when it comes to all of that stuff. I'm a little out of touch with it, unfortunately. But yeah, that does suck for anybody who's big plans, especially the World Cup. I mean, it's such a huge moment for so many people out there.
Dibs on at least one premium Fletcher.
Getting off work, it's 8:43 a.m. Where are you? Are you in New Zealand?
Oh, of course I swapped to Yamato, famously lacking AA, and we got a carrier game.
Yeah, I mean, but there's still a lot of good cruisers to hit.
Yeah.
Two subs is a little spooky though. Moderators removed about 3 of my comments. I guess WoW does not like to be criticized. We're fine with criticism. It just has to be productive.
I think calling us cheaters generally not. I wouldn't classify that as constructive criticism.
Yeah. Again, if you're being respectful and actually giving feedback, we love feedback and we will actually use it. But if you can't control the rage, then unfortunately we do not like
Garfield,
a toxic chat.
This is with a heavy dose of sarcasm, by the way. We specifically tuned the matchmaker to avoid carrier games when you're in Def AA ships. This is fact, and definitely not just confirmation bias.
Rage Against the Machine. Hot take, not a huge fan of that song. Or the band. Nice. We are in AA range. Hawaii does, in fact, have quite good AA. Even without any fancy buttons for it.
Yeah, I think ZH1 has definitely beaten a lot of the allegations. I think definitely when you look at it statistically,
Wow.
it does
Fire
not
off the bat.
look appealing. But when you play it, it's like a combination of its like soft stats, like it's like tiny size, reasonably good concealment. It's got a good complement of like armament other than its guns, and that just makes it kind of it's quite flexible.
The I was gonna say something there. Oh, Pioneer. That is a ship I'm very tempted to actually break into my vault and spend some steel on. It is just such a cool gun layout of that 3 in front. It is. I do think it's a good balance with it's not starting with all of its radar and everything off the bat. But obviously, if it did, it would be a beast.
Yeah. Strongest BB in history and underpowered in WoW. It's definitely quite old, so has lost a lot of the quality of life improvements that other battleships have.
Montana.
Strongest BB in history. I think a lot of people would would argue with you about that one. But yeah, I think it is definitely a little bit underappreciated.
Ooh, let's see if this Yoshino just keeps... Oh, no, he stopped back there. I think I might have an angle on him. Oh, unfortunately, he's just behind the island.
Her concealment is aggressively average. Like 14-kilometer concealment is just average battleship concealment.
I think we do have an angle, potentially. Okay, we do have a bungo coming around. Might be able to get him. Plymouth. We might actually just be able to go get this B cap. It doesn't really seem like anybody's in there.
Yeah, I mean, like the Plymouth is kind of the main thing, I guess.
I feel like I beat a Plymouth in a gunfight.
Not when he's got a smoke screen and a DD screening, probably, but
I have radar.
we'll see. We have a Pioneer making his
I
way
trust
in.
you. If you're saying it's a bad idea, it's probably a bad idea.
Thank you, Metahandro, for the raid. We appreciate you.
Welcome.
Welcome, Raiders. How y'all doing today? You're just in time. We're finishing up this match, and then we are going to jump into the new ships Devblog. We got some spicy new content coming down the pipes. I want to share it all with you before we officially announce it to the world. There's a fire on the Shikishima.
Yeah, I have a feeling the Shikishima is not gonna love his position very, very quickly.
He is just taking the
abuse,
fire. I appreciate it. Oh, Bungo is also in range now. I might be able to get some fires there. Looks like he's starting to move forward. We're sitting at about 50 hits and 1 fire, which is a little bit of a bad ratio. There's another one. Beautiful.
Oh, that's why the Shikishima was holding his spot. He killed a carrier.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
jeez. That's not a great start. Where is
That is
the
unfortunate.
airplanes? Not quite in.
Has been made an appearance yet? Not yet. Not on this stream, at least.
Killer Ben? Yeah. I have done a stream with Killer Ben. Back when I got to visit Prague. That was fun. But he is now working in the history department, helping with ship design. Which is a fantastic job for him. I cannot imagine a better person for that role.
Yeah, I think he absolutely loves it there. So
Yeah. Fukushima is having a bad day.
About to eat a torp and my salvo, I think. So
All right,
should
I
be
think
should
he's
be
out
it
of
for
range
him.
now.
Oh, actually, he dodged the torp. Very well
Ooh,
done.
This bungo now has elected to burn.
Pioneer in the smoke screen? Yeah, he is. That's why we don't see the Shikishima.
I'd love to set some fires on this bungo.
Just
am
that
being
beer
detected.
turret made it over the island against the Plymouth.
Probably should go for that gearing.
Overpen.
There's a fire. Got some torps over here. Bungo's starting to creep forward now. Oh, we went forward just in time to avoid his shots.
Always a good feeling.
You are an expert at doing that, I gotta say. It is fun watching zuiKatsu sitting next to him and seeing him do some nasty things with Hindenburg. Alright, I am going to try to get in radar range of this gearing. Oh, hello. I think we're probably going to get hit by one of those torps. Do get flooded, unfortunately, but we have a heal. Let's see if we're close enough or anything. Of course, not quite in radar range. Here's the Plymouth. Oh, some nasty shots, to be honest.
Lukai, you drew Canada while I'm cheering for you.
Alright, let's make this sub have a bad day. That'll do. The Schlieffen, maybe we go into our AP here. A fire. We're gonna swap over the AP, why not?
I think I'm showing way too much side to that bungo.
Might spawn back over to HE. It is a beautiful thing seeing these shield fire off. I have a feeling I am going to die though. So pop that heal.
Yeah, being that close to a Schlieffen is always a
Yeah.
dangerous prospect.
It is, it is. We did get another fire. It should be a sticky fire, hopefully.
Six seconds to my next depth charge. I think he's going to be out of range. The Yoshino. Yeah, I think he just knocked out of range of my depth charge, unfortunately.
Oh, that was a punching match, I will say.
Okay, we still got him. Nice.
Got a total of about 300 something hits. 123k damage. Rude, Garfield.
It's only a matter of time before one of these guys threatens my rear or my front, right? I've been parked here for a hot minute.
Being a carrier down that early in the game is rough.
Yeah, like there's the lack of damage for one, but also
The
it's
spotting.
It's the spotting
Yeah.
for sure. Can my shells actually reach over? Barely.
We have Zui up. I'll make sure we are all set up on our Devblog front because that'll be coming down the pipes.
Oh, nice. Daring torps the Plymouth. That's one angry threat out the way.
Snarf, you've seen my videos, haven't you? I have not, actually. I really need to.
Oh my god, I am so thankful to Bremen's right here, but he is
I am looking
not
forward
happy.
to seeing your gameplay helping stuff for submarines, though. And I do want to pop in a session with you and learn the ways of the dark side. Become Dark Sidious.
Unfortunately, Yamato is not one of the battleships that I run prop mod on,
It is true.
which means I probably die here.
I think the Gearing is about to launch a bunch of torpedoes at you. He, in fact, did launch a bunch of torpedoes at you. Oh, how are you still alive?
Oh my god.
That was so many torpedoes. I would be upset if I was him.
Yeah, me too.
That was so many torpedoes.
Okay,
My
so
lord.
Yamato does have one of the highest torpedo protections in the game.
Yeah, ironically, right?
But
Jeez. I appreciate the play though. That was quite the
now
bold
this is
maneuver.
my smoke, actually.
Yes. Look at me. This is my smoke now.
Shikishima shouldn't have a shot on me, and I'm well angled to the Schlieffen, so unless Schlieffen torps... I mean, I assume they're coming.
How many more heals you got?
I have 2.
Okay.
I haven't been burning through them. But I'm not sure.
I mean, we are at
The
a
best play
3-minute
is here.
win.
Yeah,
right
like
now.
I'm just delaying. That's
Yeah.
that's what I'm doing. I'm not shooting. I'm just chilling in this. The gearing smoke screens last a long time.
We have 2 different Yamatos. One who's at the forefront and one who's about as far away as he can possibly be.
Yeah, like I'm gonna feel a lot better once I have this spotter up. Okay, there's the Schlieffen. I think
Yeah.
I'm safe.
Are those your secondaries or was that you?
That was my secondary.
Okay. Some
I
big
was not
secondaries.
prepared for that. I mean, he's probably gonna rush me too.
Oh no, I don't know. He's
Nah, he's going for the cap.
yeah,
Looks like.
which is probably a smart play.
Yeah. Do I have here in terms of teammates?
Got the seal.
Yeah, not a lot I can do about the Nakima finishing me off, I think.
I mean, I wonder if they do get that cap, if that'll be enough to close the gap. Oh, taking down the seal certainly helps their cause. Nakamov is going to be reenacting how the Yamato went down in real life. Oh, hello, Schlieffen. That's an unfortunate timing. Activate the reload booster.
I wish I had
Burst fire.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and you got those torps off preemptively as well. Can you go through his nose?
By reloading time?
Oh, I mean, you got some damage off. You're still alive. You are immune to torpedoes, I swear. It's your special ability.
Honestly, if I had my rear turret in play, I probably could have killed him. But
Yeah, jeez. You survived so many torps. Sadly, I mean, technically, if we survive for the next 2 minutes,
I doubt that's happening.
I mean, they would have to not get in the cap for the next 2 minutes. But the Shimikaze Shimately getting the to cap B.
Yeah.
Shimikaze is going to go for
I think he's going for the carrier.
Yeah. I mean, as long as he doesn't get spotted. Stalingrad is going for Yamato.
Zoki, if you think cheating doesn't exist in other games, I have some news for you. Not saying that we're exceptionally good or bad on that front, like, but cheating is quite rampant in basically every game.
Also, just to put a bit of a point on that, if you think that the game is cheating you by you not doing damage, If you have a specific circumstance that sounds like a bug, please submit that on our Discord.
Stalingrad is just a tanky ship.
Yeah,
a
well angled.
cruiser.
It
Yeah.
really only has a little tiny vulnerability in the upper bow. And if the Yamato doesn't aim like specifically for that, and it is
Yeah.
difficult to hit. So
Oof. And he's got good guns too. Little rail guns. I think that is going to be all she wrote here in a second.
Yep.
Yeah.
There she goes.
Tragically.
It was close. It was close.
All right. Well, with that said, shall we jump into the devlog?
Yeah, let's do it.
I don't think we're going to win this in the next 3 minutes, sadly. Oh, well, maybe this bombing run will do it for the Shima. Nope, it'll bounce right over the top.
The main weakness of the Russian carriers for sure is the dealing with destroyers. You don't really have any tools to do so.
Yeah.
Not great ones at least.
Ooh, it was a good shot.
A friendly bungo.
Yeah.
That is a good tool.
Oh, let's stick around to see.
Zoki, when you see the like the shot like hitting where the model looks like it should be, but it doesn't do damage, it's entirely possible. It's like a little bit of like network desync. It happens, especially if you have if you're on like a spottier connection. There are also some like very like fringe case visual bugs where like a shell gets eaten by an island, but it appears to still exist and it just phases through stuff. That is something that I've seen happen before.
Wow, those are some good shots. From
Yeah,
across
great
the
shooting.
map. My
Great
lord.
shooting from their battleships.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see how we did here, and then let's jump into what the people want, which is news. All right, we were both top 3. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Almost 400 hits. All right, let's jump into it, shall we? So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the new ships. Closed test 15.6 Devblog. So, captains, to celebrate the summer, we have 4. That's right, not 2, not 3, 4 exciting new ships coming into the game, alongside unique and interesting gameplay. We're also be ready to reveal the statistics and visuals for Tier 3 and 4 ships of the Pan-American branch that we did announce earlier. And please pardon my pronunciation here, everybody in South America. Almirante Bailar and Serrano. So the Pan-American Destroyer, Almirante Bailar, which is the Tier 3, which I think we have a nice little video to accompany, if we can show that off to the beautiful people at home. So it is a former Russian destroyer. Kapitan, do we have the video? Former Russian destroyer. It is the Kapitan 1, Ranga. Those are hard to pronounce words. Mikhailo Maclay, commissioned in the late 1917s. The ship served from the Estonian Navy from 1919 to 1933 under the same name, Wambala, after which she was sold to Peru. Named Almirante Bailar, the destroyer served for over 20 years more until the mid-1950s.
It's a long service history.
It does.
So this is a ship of the rest of the Pan American line, which we've revealed previously. So again, the flavor of the line is kind of like AP focused with really great burst damage, but low base DPM. And they have access to better bounce angles, all that kind of stuff. These are the Tier 3 and the 4 of that line, and you would have seen the rest of the line already. Again, this is one of now 3 fully real ship lines in the game.
Yep. And it is Tier 3, so for veteran players, maybe not the most exciting new addition, but it does have 3x3 torpedoes, which is pretty spicy at that tier, each of which doing 6,000 damage. Max range, pretty short range at 5 km, but if you do want to get close and personal and blow something up, it'll be very good at doing that. It does come with a damage control party, engine boost, and repair party for healing, which is now kind of classic for all cruisers. Moving along, the Pan American Destroyer, Serrano, at Tier 4. Do you want to take us through the information on that one?
Sure. Serrano is the lead ship in a series of 6 destroyers designed and built in the UK in the late 1920s for Chile. And Serrano was also in active service for more than 30 years until the early 1960s. So again, this is the Tier 4 of the Pan American destroyer line, very similar to Villar, and then the rest of the line following her. AP focused 3x1 120s at Tier 4. She does have access to slightly better range on her torpedoes compared to the Tier 3 Villar at 5.5 kilometers versus the 5.0 kilometers.
And about double damage.
Yeah.
Almost double.
So, yeah, as usual, like the rest of her line, she has DCP, engine boost, and repair party available to her. And notably for the Tier 3 and the 4, repair party on destroyers at this low of a tier is pretty rare. So.
Yeah. On a destroyer too, yeah. All right, moving along. Going from the bottom to the top, we have a Tier 10 for, again, Pan American battleships. The Perez... I don't want to do this. Gastusia?
Where's a Misty Chew
Tuya.
meter?
Yeah, Misty Chew, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. But this is a Tier 10 Pan American battleship. It is a hypothetical ship, former British Lion-class battleship that may have been sold to South America after the end of World War II. Battleship is named in honor of the prominent Chilean Navy commanders of the second half of the 19th and earliest 20th centuries. Lindor Perez Gatusia. I am butchering that. I am so sorry. I need to learn how to pronounce his name. Do you want a whole new way to shape a battle? Meet Perez Gatusia, the first ship built around the new support consumable. That's right. We got a new type of consumable coming into the game. So that's the first battleship using the support-oriented consumable, letting you buff your allies or yourself. So combat instructions: charge by supporting your team. It does have below average main battery performance through though it has decent reload and accuracy, average armor, low HP pool, and mediocre speed. So it is more of a support craft. What sets her apart is the unique support consumable, letting her buff her ally ships at range, even herself when the moment calls for it. She can reinforce a struggling teammate, boost a ship's firepower at critical moments, or turn the consumable inward for a personal boost, albeit at reduced efficiency. Her 419mm guns aren't the most impressive for her tier, but can still deliver powerful salvos against broadside targets, making her a meaningful threat even when playing a support role. In terms of raw stats, she sits on the lower end of the tier. Her hull and armor speed are unspectacular, and her HP pool is the smallest among Tier 10 battleships, making her positioning crucial. Stay close enough to support your allies and support and buff your allies, but far enough away to avoid the crossfire that can easily melt your health pool. So, you guys are probably curious as to what the heck this support consumable is. It's a new type. It's going to be introduced in the closed test for 15.5. In short, it can launch planes aimed at nearby allies. So you will essentially look at the map, kind of similar to how it was done for the In the Name of Tomorrow missiles, where you can kind of look at the map, put a reticle, and drop a thing on there. There will be cool indicators showing like, hey, if something is on fire, if someone is using DCP. So you do get a top-down view of your teammates and who might be able to use the support, so it is pretty useful in that regard. The range is fairly limited, around 15 kilometers, and the planes take a moment to reach their target, very similar to how fighters work. If you could choose similar kind of UI to that to help you guys understand how it works. You can choose to buff one of 3 aspects of ships, so you can increase their main battery reload, aka make them reload faster, secondaries and torp performance, or simply give them a healing buff to a ship in need. Real trick up her sleeve is the combat instructions, tied to the same support-oriented consumables. Unlike most Pan American ships, where charge their combat instructions through active combat with shell hits and potential damage, she will charge hers very quickly by applying buffs to allies, or to herself at reduced efficiency. Support your team at the right moment with good positioning, and you'll boost both your allies and with and your own guns, letting you deal great damage for a short window. It all comes down to good timing and tactical skills. Please note, it is being used to test the feature, which may be in upcoming ships. Depending on how well she performs as a playable concept, we'll decide whether to make her available to players or keep her as an internal testing platform. So
to answer you, Choo Choo King, is she just a ship for testing the consumables?
maybe.
Yes and no.
Yeah.
This is going to be the first test of the support consumables coming into the game. Whether or not this ship in particular sticks around to make it to live is up in the air.
But it's coming. And it's cool. It's something new. And really do like the idea of being able to, support. I know that is a classic archetype in a lot of games. And this is a way that you can really do it in a much more meaningful manner. In addition, I feel like carriers do that a lot with their smoke consumables and stuff as well. Especially with the fighter changes. So going to statistics, again, it's nothing crazy when she comes to the ship statistics herself. She does have 3x3 of the 419 millimeter guns, about 20 kilometers range, 19.2. Reload time is 27 seconds. Sigma is 1.8. The HE shell damage is 5,800. Nothing too crazy on that front. Max damage on the AP shells is 13k. To do secondary armaments, she got 8x2, 133 millimeters at max range of 8.3 kilometers. ASW airstrike, obviously, for anti-sub nonsense. Trying to see if there's anything else crazy that you guys would care about. Detectability is 15.4.
Her maximum speed is 29.5, so it's like slightly slower than average, I would say, for a tier 9,
But
tier
it's
10
not-
battleship.
It's
Not like terribly slow. no.
Titanic, yeah.
The combat instructions, you guys can see there. It gives you a pretty big buff to your AP shells for about 2 salvos. Better dispersion and better shell damage for about 2 salvos every time you pop the combat instructions. And again, you get the combat instructions by buffing your allied ships with support consumables.
You can do it on yourself. So if you just want the guaranteed help, but you only get 25% versus 50% for the progress to that funny button. Consumables, you got damage or DCP.
I will say we have to double check with devs, the actual developers about the line there. I believe those numbers should be flipped. 50% for buffing an ally and 25% for buffing yourself, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, it is a decreased amount for.
It should be the other way around.
Yeah, that makes sense. Unless we're interpreting this the backwards way somehow. Anyway, slots. We got DCP. You have repair party. You do have the gun crew assistance, which is this new consumable. You have the torpedo and auxiliary assistance. And you have the engineering crew assistance. So the 3 different types of support that you can provide to your allies.
Notably, the ship does not have utility other than these support consumables, like no FAA, no hydro, no radar, no speed boost, no spotting aircraft. So really, you have a heal, which is like standard for a battleship, a very standard battleship heal. And then you're really playing around those 3 consumables.
So all the consumables become 50% better. No, it's how quickly you charge the button. So if you use any of these consumables to support your allies, you'll get 50% charge. If you use it to support yourself, you'll get 25%. Yeah, so it'll be interesting. It'll be a cool test to see if people like it and if it sticks around. So please be tuned to our Discord channel to give feedback on this ship along with the others. And obviously, once it gets into the game, tell us what you think. Anyway, moving along into the German battleship. Do you want to take this one away, Zui?
Yeah. Before you move on, the what is the full name of this thing? The Perez Gastatua does not. We didn't have the ship model ready to go, so trust me, it's a cool ship. But we just don't have a cool video and an image for it.
You just get to see our beautiful faces.
Yeah. So the next ship coming up is the Friedrich Karl. This one's probably a little bit more interesting for those players who love either French or German ships, because it's kind of a fusion of both. It's a former Richelieu class battleship, which may have been taken over by Germany and completed with German armament. And what does that mean? The German armament on a French hull is a fast battleship that has powerful secondaries. As you might imagine, the Richelieu class battleships have the all forwards facing guns, main guns, with a pile of secondaries in the rear. Like the Bismarck 41 and Eisener Kanzler, her clone, this battleship does have access to manual secondary firing mode. So that means you get to take manual control of those secondaries and blast away. She has a good reload on her main battery, and again, in an all-forwards configuration, access to hydro and speed boost, good AP shell protection, but obviously, like the other French battleships, a deck vulnerable to HE and overmatch, and a low HP pool. So those guns that you see are triple 406mm guns. So you can kind of like bow tank-ish with all of your firepower firing forwards. However, her main guns do have somewhat below average accuracy. Her secondaries, on the other hand, are German in nature. Obviously, they have higher than average armor penetration at the cost of low alpha. You can also, obviously, like I said before, take manual control of them, and you can blind fire into smoke screens and specifically target sections of the enemy ship. That being said, it is still a Richelieu class ship, which means her secondary armament is actually mostly focused on her rear. So like when you're having your main guns forward, for example, it's going to be difficult to get like the full value of your secondaries unless you're wiggling back and forth a lot.
Would you consider kiting as more of like the approach considered to like a Jean Bart?
It's difficult to say before we see like the full armor scheme of
Mhm.
the ship for sure. Especially for ships like this, like have like the kind of like the weird, let's say shell catcher on the rear.
Mhm.
Sometimes kiting can be like
Dangerous.
particularly dangerous. So
Yeah.
it's a little bit difficult to tell for now.
It does
ultimately,
have
like-
7x3 of those 150s though. in the
Yeah,
back.
a lot of secondary armament. So you can see the stats. Scroll down there. The things to note: the 2x3 406s have a 23-second reload, with 1.8 sigma, 268-meter dispersion. Sounds to me like French battleship dispersion, and not the like slightly improved German, UK, US dispersion. But I don't have the dispersion curve in front of me to tell. Pretty average HE and AP shells. Obviously, they have the kind of the German flavor of having 1/4 pen on the HE. So with 102mm of HE pen, you technically can HE Citadel some cruisers, I believe, but it's not really that relevant with that low alpha damage. Obviously,
Yeah.
the important stuff is the secondary armament. In manual mode, you have 8.6 kilometers of base range, and you have a ton of 150mm.
Very cool. Trying to see if there's anything else here. 32 knots, so
Yeah,
not
reasonably
super
fast.
slow.
Reasonably fast. She does have access to the speed boost. It is the French battleship speed boost that lasts forever, 180 seconds base.
Yep.
And she does have a 6-kilometer hydro as well. So lots of tools to be aggressive once you know there's not too much like HE threat to you.
Hydro on the battleship, and this is going to be the second battleship in the game with manual secondaries.
Yes,
Is that
second
correct? Yeah.
after third.
Well,
if,
I guess
third if
technically
you
third.
count Eisener
Eisener-Kanzler,
Kanzler and
yeah.
Bismarck 41 as two separate ones. But yeah, the second.
All right. Well, moving along, we're going to go back to the Pan-Asian side of things with Datong, which is a Tier 8 destroyer. Pretty screen. I think we might have a video for this one as well. So again, this is a hypothetical ex-Soviet destroyer, aka Project 30 BIS ship, renamed and rearmed with experimental quadruple 100mm, so very similar to like Smolensk, 100mm BL-127 mounts as your main battery.
They
gun.
look so silly.
They look cool. I don't know what you're talking about. I love it. It reminds me of like Star Wars, the whatever
yeah.
like the turrets are. Anyway, so the BL-127 mount was developed in the late 1940s in the USSR, but never saw the service. So again, has historical elements, but this is a hypothetical ship. Destroyer is named after a major city in the you help me with this one.
Shanxi, I guess. Shanxi.
Sanchi province, thank you, which is an important military stronghold in northern China during the Ming Dynasty. Can't decide between starting fires and punching through armor. With Detong, you'll be able to do both at will. So it's fast-firing main battery guns, great shell velocity, an alternative firing mode that massively increases her HE penetration. She's got strong torpedoes, average speed, health pool, and concealment, and a smoke generator with limited amount of charges and a long reload time. So Detong is the definition of a versatile destroyer built around an unusual main battery of 2 quadruple 100mm turrets. On top of that, she has access to 2 firing modes that let her change the nature of her damage. Her standard fire mode is fast firing, high damage per minute spammer, letting you start plenty of fires in a short window thanks to the high rate of fire. You can also use her full AP damage per minute against broadside targets, especially against broadside destroyers, and deal penetration damage against cruisers and battleships by aiming at the top of the armor belt or under the superstructure. In this mode, the ship will have low HE penetration, so she'll struggle to damage most hulls directly with HE penetrations. Alternative firing mode greatly increases her HE penetration at the price of a longer reload time, allowing you to trade damage per minute and fire starting capabilities for more consistent HE damage. To make the best of the damage, the first firing mode should be used to force the enemy to use their damage control, then switch to the alternative firing mode once you've secured 1 or 2 fires to deal damage with pure HE penetration. You can tweak her further by taking the inertia fuse for HE, so IFHE, making her damage more consistent across both modes, letting her clear the 32mm threshold for the alternative firing mode, which is pretty cool. So lots of penetration there. She also carries a solid torpedo armament, even if its range is on the shorter side compared to her peers. She keeps that same balance in her speed and concealment for the tier. Both are good enough for comfortable gameplay without exception of their own. Overall, she'll perform as a flexible destroyer, switching fire modes to adapt to the situation in front of her. However, her close range engagements are limited by a small number of smoke generator charges with fast dispersion time and long reload. You'll have to choose between using that smoke aggressively to farm damage or keep it in reserve as a disengaging tool.
It does not have the special penetration, Garfield. So if you're used to the 100mm of for example, infamously the Japanese gunboat line, the Akizuki's 100mm guns have 30mm of penetration by default. These guns do not. So if you are familiar with Fenyang, for example, these 100mm have the same penetration as those, so 17mm of penetration.
Yep.
Very, very low, but obviously she has a lot of guns with a decent reload, making her a pretty good fire setter. And then if you need the penetration, that's what the alternative fire mode is for.
Yeah. So it will definitely be interesting to see how she plays out there. Going through it, so again, fore and aft, 19mm of armor, fairly similar for a destroyer. Hit point 17k, fire durations 30 seconds, main batteries. She's got 4, so basically 8 guns total, 2 different turrets, each with 4 at 100mm. Max range is almost 13 kilometers, but just 12.8, and that reload is pretty low at 3.6. Sigma of 2.0, and dispersion of 111. What is useful here? Very high velocity, it seems like off the bat, so that curve should be pretty flat, I believe. The alternative fire mode is probably the more interesting thing here. So not only does it give you a plus 23.6% reload speed, so dropping that
other way around, it increases your
increasing
reload
the speed.
speed.
Yeah, so
or
going
increases
from
reload time.
3.6 seconds. Gosh, what's that napkin math?
Probably goes up to like
50%. It would be 1.
No. So 23
and half of that, so it'd be like 0.75. So it'd be like almost 5 seconds.
Yeah, about 5 seconds reload.
Yeah.
I would say.
So it goes to about 5-second reload, and the HE armor penetration goes up a lot by 77%. Torpedoes. So she does get 2 times 5, which is pretty spicy. And those torpedoes do a hefty damage of 15k. Not the most in the world, but when you have that many coming,
it's respectable at tier 8.
Yeah. Speed is pretty slow, I'd say, on that. 56 for those torpedoes. Detectability range is not bad at 1.1. Reload is pretty long, I'd say, for
Well, reload speed is generally correlated to how many torpedo tubes you have. So like
Yeah,
a
that makes sense.
2x5 generally reloads slower than 2x4s.
Yeah. So it definitely has them. The range is only 8 kilometers, so you won't really be a tour boat, but it is a nice tool to have if you do get somebody in close range. Does have depth charges, obviously. AA doesn't seem like anything really to write home
Yeah,
about.
nothing special there.
Maneuverability, decent speed, 36 knots, 36.5. I'd say that's kind of slow for a destroyer.
It's about average, I would say.
Yeah.
She does still have the 8% from her speed boost, which she does have.
Can get up there, but it's definitely not like a French
Yeah.
destroyer.
Not terribly fast.
Detectability 7.2 base, which is pretty high. I'm not sure how low could you get that down to, do you think?
7.2 base should go down to like 5.9, I
Yeah.
want to say.
So not the most stealthy
5.8,
ship out there.
5.9.
So positioning is going to be good, especially since you can't use that smoke too reliably. As for the consumable slots, DCP smoke generator, the dispersion is 60 seconds on it on a 0.45 kilometer radius. Duration is 20 seconds, and then the reload time is 240
Again,
seconds.
those smokes are very weak.
So don't rely on smoke farming. Maybe find a friend that you might be able to toggle off between each other. And then, of course, you do get the engine boost, which does last for 120 seconds and reloads for 120 seconds. So at 8%, should bring her up to decent speed.
I saw someone ask if she had Fin Yang's AP angles. I don't believe so, but we can double check that. And if so, I'll post it in the Discord and the Reddit and stuff.
Yeah. All right, and that takes us on to the next one. Do you want to take us into this one, Zuri?
Sure. This one's kind of the one I'm actually the most excited about. It is the Pan-Asian cruiser Taejong at T10. If it looks familiar, it's because there's a whole ton of these things in the game. It is a hypothetical ex-US cruiser that could have been built in the early 1940s as a predecessor of the CL-154 class cruisers. At the end of World War II, the ship would go into reserve and later in the 1950s sold to one of the US allied countries. This ship is named after one of the famous rulers of medieval Korea from the Joseon dynasty, the predecessor and father of King Sejong the Great. So this is a high-risk, high-reward ship, like other ships in her class tend to be. She has fast-firing main battery with very high with high DPM. On alternative firing mode, again, like we said in the preview, lots of alter firing modes in this devblog, with improved ballistics, but with very, very short range. Long-range deep-water torpedoes with good damage per torp, access to repair party, surveillance radar, and engine boost. And obviously, like other ships in her class, low armor and a low HP pool. Taejong plays as two ships in one, thanks to her alternative firing mode that drastically changes her ballistics. In her standard mode, she's a comfortable mid-range farmer who loves working from behind islands very much in the spirit of Atlanta, leaning on fast reload and basically raining an endless stream of 127mm shells on her enemies. So she's quite good as a defensive cruiser here, countering pushes and helping her team defend objectives. Obviously, islands will be your best friend here as she does not have access to her own smokescreen. Alternatively, you can find a friend, steal their smoke. In her alternative firing mode, she turns into a short-range destroyer hunter with flatter shell arcs at the expense of longer reload and a very short 9-kilometer range. That does match her surveillance radar. This mode enables aggressive pushes best executed when you can limit your exposure to a small number of targets at once. You'll be able to easily push destroyers in your range out of caps or destroy them, but be mindful of your surroundings. If you're engaging at 9 kilometers, you'll be very exposed and disengaging will be difficult. Backing up both firing modes is a powerful deep-water torpedo armament that's like the others in her class, with long range, good speed, and good alpha, giving her supplementary deterrent against enemies that tried to push your team's caps. As typical for a light cruiser, she has thin armor, a low HP pool, and no real defensive consumables beyond repair party. No tools to hide if she can't stay unspotted. So, like the other Atlantas, fore and aft end plating is 16mm, so super light cruiser armor. Shouldn't be too surprising here.
What's Minotaur's armor?
Minotaur's is also 16.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So
her main battery is 6x2 127s with a base range of 14.7 kilometers, 3.5 second reload. And the usual USN 127mm stats, I would say 1800 maximum HE damage with 21mm pen, 808 initial velocity. It looks to me like, for example, like G9's shells, with AP shells with 2100 damage on her alpha. The alt firing mode slows her reload quite a bit to 7.5 seconds, and it limits your range to 9 kilometers, but it does improve your ballistics quite a bit. They're not listed in the devlog there. I will reach out and see if we can get stats on that. Her torpedoes are 4x4, 533 millimeters. Notably, they have 16.5 kilometer range. And then again, like most of the Pan-Asian cruisers, they're deep waters. They go reasonably fast. Are they deep waters? Did we say earlier that they are? Yeah, they are deep water torpedoes. The detectability range looks a little high.
Yeah,
to me. So we have to double check on those stats. The devlogs get pulled automatically, so sometimes stats are just incorrect, and we'll fix them after the fact. Depth charges. So no, she does not get the ASW depth. ASW airstrike. She has depth charges. Her AA is reasonably good.
Yeah, seems pretty good.
The Atlanta class ships all have pretty good AA, so not too surprising there. 33 knots is not particularly fast. She is very stealthy at 10.2 base.
Yeah.
And her consumables she has access to are standard cruiser DCP, a standard high tier cruiser heal. Slot 3, she gets an engine boost, and then the pièce de résistance, I guess, is the fourth slot, the surveillance radar that she gets with 9 kilometers range. So she should be able to stealth radar pretty comfortably. And then obviously she can turn on the alt fire to push ships out of her radar, to either kill or push ships out of her radar. The thing that I'm seeing here is, like, if you're firing only in the alt fire, that means your firing bloom is nothing, right? Because her detection goes down to probably around 9.
Interesting. Yeah.
She shoots and she's only spotted out to 9 kilometers.
Huh.
So you can
really,
like, basically super control your concealment.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
That's an interesting way of utilizing that mechanic.
Yeah. Obviously, she does suffer. She loses a lot of her DPM when she does that. Yep. But additionally, with all these the 2 new tech trees and the 4 new premiums, we would like to reveal the rarity of Conte Verde and Fuyutsuki. They are both going to be rare.
Yep. So
Conte Verde, for those who are unfamiliar, is the essentially Loria and Venezia had a baby, and Fuyutsuki is the T10 variant of Akizuki.
All right. There you have it, guys. So those are all the new ships that we have to share today. We will be releasing this on our website, as always, at the end of the stream, so 7 o'clock Central Time. So please join us in Discord if you have any feedback to share. See what ships are you excited for? Which are you worried about? Let us know. We want to hear. We want to hear what you guys have to say. So we can go back into the game now that we've done that. But what do you guys think?
Yeah,
How fast will Sir Snarf be killed in any of these new ships? We'll just have to wait and see. You'll see it live here. If you want to find out, just tune in. Send me some videos on Discord. I have a reputation for opening files.
Opening random things on Discord. Malta, the first 2, one of them was the Perez Gassitua?
Yeah.
Perez Gassitua, is that how you say it? Which is a Lion-class battleship with support consumables.
The first is the Tier 3, actually.
Right. it's the 2 tech tree ones. It's the Lion-class battleship with support consumables. The 3 support consumables in question are a main battery buff, a secondary plus torpedoes buff, and a heal. And then the second of the premiums was Friedrich Karl, which is a Richelieu turned German with manual secondaries.
I think that's a fairly good thing. Yeah, I mean, this new mechanic is pretty exciting. It is a test bed, essentially. We'll find out if it's going to stay in the game or not. But an ability to support your allies without being a carrier. All right, well, let's jump back into a game. We've done a couple of tier 10s at this point, right?
Yeah.
Shall we jump into something lower? Do you want to do like a tier 6 or 7?
6 or 7? 6?
6, 7, you might say. Let's do a tier 6.
Sure,
I haven't done a tier 6 in a while.
Yeah, I haven't played tier 6 in a hot minute too.
Let's play some destroyer. Let's do Shinanomi.
You know what? I'll be a bad. I'm grinding this line.
I don't think I've actually ever played a game in this bad boy.
Yep. As usual for these closed test ships, the ships are entering test in the next patch, I believe. Was that 15.6? Actually, not even next patch. They will be coming into test. Their methods of distribution will not be known until much further in the future. And Shiva MT, you did not miss the info release. Their release was quite a while ago. We just now released the models and stats for the tier 3 and 4. If you're looking for the higher tier ships, the rest of the line, you have to go dig back through the Devblog. They are there.
I got debated somehow. I don't know what I did, but I admit guilt. I'm sorry. Must pester Sir Snarfax. You can't pester me. I'm unpesterable.
You say that, but
You can try. I'm actually inviting chaos. I shouldn't say these things. All right, what do we got? I mean, it is a tier 7 match, but it's not
balanced
terrible.
game.
Double sub plus CV match.
You guys can expect the devblog to be published to our devblog website, to the Discord, and to the subreddit all around the time the stream ends.
I should have checked to make sure I have all of my captain skills. I have a feeling I did not do my captain skills.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What is your concealment?
6.8?
That is not...
Yeah.
I don't think that's correct.
That's not great. It ain't great. Oh boy. Well, sometimes you live and learn, okay? Snarf should play the Worcester line of T8 ships.
Yeah, I agree. It's a pretty good ship.
Yeah?
A lot of people would say it's like one of the stronger ones, like strongest post heal buff.
Snarf, do you know what the tier 8 for the Worcester is?
I do not.
It's the Cleveland.
Aha, that would make sense. I mean, I could play everything. That would be fun. Just like specifically skip over it and never purchase the Cleveland.
Yeah. You play what is it, the Helena, and then skip this Yo.
I'll buy every ship in the line except for the Cleveland, just for Total Warfare.
Do you guys know if Wester sits Arc Royal? Anyone know that off the top of their head? Guess we're gonna find out.
They AP bombs?
With the rockets. Apparently not from that side, at least.
Music's so creepy, I'm scared.
It could have been a little bit high.
Alright, we do have probably
I'm surprised I didn't spot anything other than the Loudon going through that attack run.
these deep waters.
No, Shinonome does not.
No, Lahardy. Ah, that's it. I was wondering what that symbol was.
Found us a sub. See if I can fly over him, keep him spotted for a bit. We do have an Atlanta out there, so should be pretty capable of dealing with that sub and DD.
Oh, there is Lahardy.
High again. I am not good at these AP rockets. They're like slightly fast. You know, I say that our Atlanta should have a good time against those 2 ships, but he got killed. I'll just throw the rest of this rocket away on this Heinrich.
got
Ooh, the Ember Core camo. That's cool.
I got a couple DDs coming to play right here. I think I should be able to dodge that. Let's see if our engine boost- Oh no, I pressed the wrong button. I pressed the wrong button. Did we still get away? No, I should not have been hit by that. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. The humanity.
You're supposed to dodge by seeing the planes at 10 kilometers. That's the planes are spotted 10 kilometers away, and you can tell which squadron they are. Or you can just be Fume and apparently not take sits from them.
Well, everybody has backed out of the cap, which is nice. Of course, I'm going to crawl outside of it.
More non-pins.
Probably do need to start moving. This is not looking great. Oh, is that going to hit? That looks like it's going to hit. Oh, good dodge.
Uh-oh. Arc Royal Bombs.
I think I'm in trouble here. I'm in trouble here. Well, that's what I get for not actually equipping my ship in time. Today has not been the gameplay montage I would hope for.
Oh, I did not give enough time for my torps to aim there.
Our gameplay. Thanks, Jay Sharps. I appreciate you. Look like the torps. The tickling has begun.
Yes, the tickling has begun.
The tickling will continue until morale improves. I think you are getting close to being potentially in spotting range.
No,
No?
he's not. He's not close.
Oh, you're only 11k detectability. It's not bad.
Yeah, I would be very surprised if he continued through the QE. The S1 is running out of battery, so maybe I'll keep flying over him.
Yeah. Sub-surveillance is going on. He is running into a whole host of torpedoes. It's going to be interesting to see if he can dodge all those. Ooh, oil spill has occurred. Yeah, I think that torpedo... Oh, wow. Just managed to dodge it. Battery is now out, I'd say. This looks like he's slowing down.
Do AP rockets hit subs on the surface?
They should, shouldn't they? Yeah.
One overpen, one bend.
The tickling has occurred.
Apparently, I'm just a tickle monster.
He
today.
is taken down now, though.
The QE is definitely the one to kill him.
There's an Icarus. Looks like some hits.
Just to answer another question in chat. Yes, I enjoy the USS Texas. No, that is not why the studio is here. I do not have enough clout to move the studio just because I enjoy the state the battleship is named after.
Do need to go visit that. It's close enough. It's about, what, a 3-hour drive, give or take?
What did our Akatsuki get spotted by? Oh no, he's not spotted. Overpen, really?
The mysterious third voice. Who could it be?
I'll let it dive a bit lower this time. Still an overpen.
They do get better penetration the higher you drop them from, correct?
Yeah, but I'm overpenning, which means I need to drop them from lower.
Interesting.
I was not expecting to get overpens against battleships. There you go. Oh, is Misty in here?
Is there a Misty Chew? I'm glad you didn't get to
Misty?
bear witness my my butchering of the Latin pronunciations.
I got detected by aircraft. Oh, no.
Ooh. Those look pretty juicy. Fully tickled.
Yeah, I'm trying to land them on the bow to get the flooding, but
Is there a higher flooding chance on?
yeah,
the
yeah,
bow?
because the torpedo protection actually reduces flooding chance
Oh, that makes sense.
by the torpedo protection rate. Who knew?
That would make sense logically.
Misty Chew heard Sir Snarf saying the ships and she only just stopped laughing.
Oh no. I think that's gonna hit. I think he took him down.
Tickled
Tickled
successfully.
to death. The laughing fit has asphyxiated the target.
Unfortunately, I think it was a little bit too slow because the other side is kind of a problem.
Shame those torps did miss that smoke cloud for the Icarus. Oh. Forcing him in a straight line.
Unsuccessfully, apparently.
I
'cause
think you're still giving our Akatsuki a fighting chance to take him out.
Yeah.
Nicely done. Good zoning torpedoes.
I've got this strike just going to nowhere.
We got the Yume.
Got a smoke out of him. I'll accept that. We do have a Colorado here, I think.
We are sitting at a fairly large deficit when it comes to points, sadly. And they are quite healthy on the other side of the flank.
Lots of HP to get through for sure. I think the Akatsuki has left his smoke, so I might be able to spot him. There he is.
Those look like decent shots on the horse bite. Too much. Ooh. That terrifying.
I dropped
oh,
way too close to
soon.
him.
Yeah.
I dropped too close to him.
I mean, he's still stuck in that trajectory. If only there was someone who could shoot. I mean,
Yeah, that's the problem, right?
I don't even think that the New Orleans is facing that way. Let's see, where is he aiming at? Yeah, New Orleans is not helping out on that front. Still
Unfortunately,
shooting
the
York.
problem is like apparently I just play the lines that are not good at hitting destroyers. Like the like the
Russian
Soviet
one we
carriers. Like
yeah.
I just like my anti-destroyer armament is torpedoes.
By the way, interesting result of the last poll of between the Taejong Datong and the Friedrich Karl. Most excitement was generated by the Taejong, which I really thought the Friedrich Karl would be the
Yeah.
one there. But people,
Secondary battleship.
people want the destroyer hunting super Sejong.
Well, I think this Akazuki might be going down. Get me vengeance. I think those torps actually would have hit too.
Yeah, he was finally forced into it.
Yeah. Well, I've seen more impossible things occur. That is not looking too hopeful at the moment. Dallas is fairly low. This Colorado could get a lucky shot off here.
I'll be able to finish the Dallas with torps reasonably easily.
Another tickling shall commence.
If the Colorado doesn't kill him first.
Ooh, those look pretty good. Clunk, clunk. Oh, that almost got the second clunk. Ah, the Fume has been discovered. Does he have a second smoke for you?
I'd be very
I don't
surprised.
think he has room to maneuver. I could be very wrong, though.
I don't have
Apparently
a great
does.
drop angle there either,
Yeah.
so. My carrier is facing the wrong way. How did this happen?
That'll hit. Ooh,
It's actually really
Colorado
bad. My,
shots. Ooh,
nicely
beautiful. I'm gonna give credit to you making him be in a bad position for the Colorados. Broadside. Worst bite. It's starting to look a little bit more possible.
we're
Some
getting
nice
there.
smoke for the Colorado. Not gonna get spotted by the Fume anymore.
I'm surprised we don't have vision of that York. Why?
Ooh.
He's like shooting, but we don't see him.
All right, Colorado, can you get those hits in?
found a
Unfortunately,
sub.
not quite enough. Some good spotting. Ooh, that Lahardy is looking to die. There it is. Come on. One of those has got to hit, surely. Nicely done. All right, now York. You guys are picking them off.
One by
Up,
one.
taking it down. Submarine did survive the drop, sadly. Colorado is trying to get the ASWs.
And our Sims is on B, so I think we're actually looking pretty good. Pretty good.
Oh, yeah, that York is
Nice little hit.
on... No, just... Is it on fire? It looks like he's
Yeah,
on fire.
yeah. I
He's
think the
just
New Orleans
using
set him on
the fuel.
fire. I'll finish him off with the rockets
Yep,
if he's
that'll
not
do.
dead by
Nope,
then.
there he
so.
goes. He was about to have a smattering of torpedoes
And
as
I'll
well.
give the sub a flyover. I see his oil slick, so maybe he's on the surface here. Nope.
You have better eyeballs than me. I do not see an oil slick.
It's easy to see from up here.
there's- Well, I'm a fly camera. I should be able to see as well. Ooh, Colorado's... The freaking flight of the Valkyries is coming through.
Oh my god.
All of those
I don't know why
ASWs.
my rockets did not fly as low as the reticles said they could.
Ooh, Akazuki is on top of the submarine.
Nice.
There goes the sub. I think you guys pulled this from the brink. Well done.
The tickling.
Hey, it's consistent tickling is still that's a terrifying fate. There is one fate that I'd have to suffer
That's
for the
actually
rest of my
true.
life.
Tickling's
Being
terrifying.
tickled for the rest of my life would be among areas that I would opt not to have.
Nice shooting from our Colorado. That's the main thing.
Ooh. Yeah, Colorado has 3 kills thus far. Forest Bite is getting peppered from both angles. Nice.
There's
Ooh,
this
that was a
hit.
good hit.
Apparently I've got torpedoes ahead of me. Oh, it's the leftover ones from the sub.
Those are some range on those sub-torpedoes. I think that will be all she wrote for that Warspite. And then there was one, and I don't think he's going to be able to pull it together. Captain Lootwaffles.
The Sprite got Dr. Peppered.
Got him.
couldn't protect my
Oh,
Akatsuki.
bad.
No.
There goes the spotting, sadly.
I'll have him up.
Clunk, clunk.
Go, planes, go. My speed boost. Oh my god, my rocket just barely clipped that island and it did the thing where it just like shot me forwards.
Oh, yeah.
No, the fighters.
Colorado is trying to get some shots on. Fortunately, not quite accurate enough. Good peppering from the New Orleans. Nolans.
Yeah, I know. I know I keep aiming rockets too high, but that one I think I clipped like this edge of the island and the reticle shot forwards.
The blind shots. Can the New Orleans do it? I think those are going to be too far out. Sad.
CVAA at T6 is not fantastically high. And like now that there's actually like the way the fighters work is they shoot down the amount of planes that are in the fighter squadron. So you can see there's 3 squadrons here, one with 4, one with 3, one with, well, that one just left. So it used to be 2 with 3 and 1 with 4. That would have shot down my whole squad. But I knew flying into the first fighter that it would only kill 4 planes out of my squadron.
Ooh. We get a fire? No, not quite. Here come the torpedoes. Will this end them?
No, I don't think they have the damage.
One hit?
If both
Oh,
land, they
no,
don't,
tragically
yeah.
not. Well, he lives to fight another day, but wow, you guys pulled that back from the very brink, and that actually brings us up.
Ooh,
We have 3 minutes.
got my E. Yay.
I wonder if we can sneak one brawl in.
Yeah,
before we go.
let's do a brawl. Let's do a brawl.
Let's do one brawl to show something else. You got an E? Nicely done. I did not get an E with my my naked level 1 commander. All right, let's jump into the brawl real quick. This is a 2v2, I believe.
Yeah, 2v2 T10.
T10.
I'm gonna bring out my good friend because apparently I don't own secondary ships.
What would be fun? Should I bring Kitakami?
Your torps might be reloaded by the time you die. Yeah, unfortunately I don't have a severe, so I can't do that.
I'll bring Sabir. I have a Sabir. Sabir is a strong argument.
The fighters are still worthless if you can do a full strike. I mean, no, because I lost 4 of my planes doing that. I just knew that it was the end of the game, and I would be happy losing 4 planes to do a strike. 4+.
You're very welcome, Juby. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed the news.
It's like if you're at the beginning of the game, you have let's say for example like 12 planes on deck, and you're just throwing 4 away to do a little bit of damage. That's not a good trade. But at the end of the game, I'm okay with spending 4 planes to do like 5,000 damage to the carrier.
By the way, chat is supremely confident in the two of you with a 96%
Wow.
Ooh.
Have you guys-
of you winning the brawl.
Have you been seeing how I've been playing all stream? I don't know. Are we watching the same stream? I don't know. What's going on over here? I'm not impressed with myself today. I was doing much better off stream today. You'll have to just take my word on that. All right. Rocking the most powerful torpedo in the game, I see.
Yep.
St. Vincent, the tort boat.
It has I believe it is the highest damage torpedo in the game. 29,367. I guess, are there cruisers with similarly high? I don't think so. Because, like, cruisers get the pack-a-punch skill to actually increase torpedo damage. Battleships don't have any, like, torpedo damage skills.
What ship has the highest HP?
Is it Ushakov or Hanover? I actually don't know.
Wouldn't that make that the highest torpedo?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. I'm not sure which one it is between Ushakov and Hanover, actually.
It's a very slow torpedo, though.
Yeah. I guess the other ship with like super high damage torps is Paolo, right? Paolo Emilio. Like 24K or something.
Punk. 6K.
Yeah, Napoli is a great boat.
Aha. I spotted the Prince Albert. I think I have a pretty good angle on his broadside. He's turning pretty hard, but we should go through his nose. There we go. Starting to charge our funny button. Just keep going through his nose, shall we? I think he's having a bad day.
Something along those lines.
Clunk, clunk, clunk. We almost have our railgun online. Stay angled to this pollution.
Oh, those my shells really don't clear that island. Wow.
All right, here railguns are activated. Oh, that should have been a sit, I feel. And please reload faster. All right, those should be juicy. Not as juicy as I would have hoped, to be honest.
Finish them
but
off.
still not bad. Secondaries are peppering away. Nicely done. We'll pop our heel. It is time base. Try to get to the nose of this pollution. Funny button has run out. Here's a sit. Give me another one. A little bit low, sadly.
Oh, the island.
Oh, we are frozen. Just in time for our reload. Fortunately not Citadel, but nice 14k damage. We got our laser beams activated.
Nicely done. Oh, little low.
Little low. I think our secondary should take care of him, hopefully.
Little close there.
Overpins. Oh, it's keeping it spicy. Will we reload in time?
Nice.
Yes, we will.
Woo! For what it's worth, when they're low HP, just hit the superstructure.
Yeah. Went right through the nose, and I was a little worried about it. All right. Well, that is all she wrote.
I
Ladies
should
and gentlemen.
I should have used my DCP earlier. I let myself burn for too long.
All right. Well, that's going to be it for us. I think that is going to be all the news that we have to share today.
Yep.
Oops.
As usual, the devblog will be going live very, very shortly. As soon as we run off to our own PCs and post them pretty much.
Right. Yeah. So they are posted. We're going to unlock the feedback section in Discord. So if you do want to provide any feedback, what you guys are thinking, and obviously once it is out and about, please let us know. That is the best place for us to compile that feedback and get it to the people that it actually makes a difference to. So appreciate everybody's coming out and hanging out with us today. It's been a pleasure as always. We'll be back next week. What is your build on Sabir? Angry secondaries or balanced? I'll check real quick before we go.
Angry secondaries it is.
Angry secondaries. I am a fan of the secondaries and getting my funny button as quick as possible. All right, guys. That'll be it. We're going to be rating out. Everybody say hi to Kidney Cowboy for us. And we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah. See you guys around.
Take care.